Feet and ankles are way too often overlooked in most training programs. Adults, nobody really pays attention to what's happening at the feet and at the ankle. And in my experience, what I see often and often is instability at the lower limbs, feet and ankles. Instability means the lack of control, too much movement that we can't control. Of course, that creates problems, or in the best case scenario, lack of or less performance, right? Because there is no really good control. And remember, feet and ankles are the base of the whole body. So if the foundation is unstable, then the rest of the body and our movement are gonna suffer. So I'm Coach Rodrigo, founder of Barefoot Mover, creator of the Comeback program, and today I'm gonna share with you one simple drill with a couple progressions that we use a lot in my classes and in my programs to start restoring the foundation's feet and ankles stability. So stick with me. In a few minutes, you're gonna learn something to assess, see what's happening there, but also to start in this drill. We're gonna start standing. And this is gonna be an assessment. So you wanna stand, hip width, shoulder width, barefoot, because you're gonna start sensing the floor and also allowing the feet to move. Sometimes shoes don't move, so we cannot really train the feet. So barefoot, hip width, toes pointing forward, and you're just gonna raise the heels. So we're gonna be standing just on the ball of the foot. This may already feel like you're losing balance. Now, be mindful if you notice, okay, this is really hard. I don't want you to really spend much time there. And for that, we're gonna use the wall. That will be the first level of this drill. So you're gonna do the same, but now you're gonna be using a wall for a little bit of balance. You're gonna set your base, and then you're gonna raise. And you're gonna just try to not use much of the wall and start spending time there. What I often see is people lose some part of the foot contact. So you're gonna try to keep all of the ball of the foot in contact with the floor. You may feel that the ankles are moving. Sometimes they position themselves more like this. So I want you to try to keep the toes pointing forward, so then we have toes, ankles, knees, hips, all in one line. So that will be the first progression. Super mindful. I see a lot of instability. So use this one as an assessment. If it's hard, start on the wall and notice that it's something that you wanna work, because that is gonna influence how we stand, how we walk, how we run, how we do everything that we do from the moment that we stand up, okay? When this is becoming easier, and you don't need to do much, just spending, okay, using the wall less and less, then you can start with the wall, maybe start going a little bit lower. I'm allowing my knees to travel forward, so this also works for ankle mobility, so building stability, but also a little more range of motion. So I'm thinking of bringing the knees closer to the floor, my upper body back. Hold it there, press, and then rest. Eventually, you don't need to do it now, but we can let go of the wall and start first holding, and then maybe lowering. You don't want to rush. You can always use a chair. Imagine a chair in front of me, spending time there, pressing down, building stability, controlling, and then up and rest. And you keep building until maybe, and you're gonna start with the wall, single foot, okay? Holding there, staying stable, just with the ball of the feet. Of course, this will be the highest level, so don't start there. You can try with the wall, maybe just testing one foot and then the other foot with the wall, and also because that's gonna help us realize sometimes one side is more stable and the other one is less stable. Sometimes smaller differences are very common. The issue will be when there's more of a difference, okay, especially if we have injuries in one ankle, okay, that creates a little more instability there. So it's something that we want to address. Okay, so very important, check, use this drill to assess, of course, be super mindful, start with the wall, start testing the waters, and then it's a drill that you can start using to start improving these situations at the very bottom of our chain, right? Thank you. That is it for today. Let me know if you try. Let me know what you discover, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.